Lost Art of Fishing Stories, written by Andrew Cox. Get your copy today. Go to Amazon and search The Lost Art of Fishing Stories. The Lost Art Project, Veteran Voices with Andrew Cox. Preserving history, one veteran story at a time. Marine Corps League and Till Valhalla Project Ambassador. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast that's given a voice to our veterans. The Lost Art Project, Veteran Voices with Andrew Cox. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Lost Art Project, Veterans Voices. I'm your host, Andrew Cox, and today we're having a fireside chat with the crew. But before we get into the episode, are you enjoying the podcast? Make sure you go to the website. That's thelostart.podbean.com. Go check us out, see what we're all about. There's a couple ways you can help support us if you go there. You can click on that one-time donation link. Heck, you can become a patron with a monthly donation, or you can purchase some cool merchandise. I'm telling you, it really is some cool merchandise. Or you can advertise right here on the podcast. Here is a cool example of the podcast merchandise. Anyways, I hope you like it. Big shout out to the Till Valhalla Project out there doing amazing things. If you don't know anything about them, you need to go check them out. If you do know something about them, go back and check them out again. But any way we can help them is much appreciated. You can find them at tillvalhallaproject.com. Are you a Marine veteran? Are you missing that bond you had on active duty? Then I have a place for you. Join the only congressionally chartered Marine Corps Veteran Service Organization, the Marine Corps League. Get that brother and sisterhood back in your life. Become one of the fewer, the prouder, a Marine Corps League member. All right, here we are. We are back, man. We only have two of the crew tonight, but that is okay because we're gonna rock it without them. That's how I see it. But we'll go ahead and go around. Jess, how you doing, man?
I'm thawing out. It's snow season all of a sudden. I was not prepared for this, like we are every year.
Yeah. I imagine you got a good 4, 5, 6 inches. What do you got right now?
I don't even want to count it right now. It just sucks.
Nice. Well, I mean, you guys are way more prepared for it than we are down in this neck of the woods. Every time it goes here, everything shuts down.
I saw my lawnmower up. That was my problem. I'm slightly stupid because I'm like, maybe I'll mow one more time in December. Like, no, bitch. You're going to snow all day.
Nice. Maybe can you hook up a snow plow to the front of that mower and push the snow? Something like that.
Mower, man. No, I don't play the
you can make designs or what have you in your lawn. It'd be pretty cool.
One year I was dumb enough to actually take the leaf blower out and see if I could blow it away. And I was like, no, that's only in movies. No.
Oh man. This guy says he worked 12 hours out in his snow last night in Elkhart, Indiana. I got to be knee deep. Woo! Yep, you can have that. I want no part of that.
You get the gifts from the city when they come through for the snow plows, and they plow you in too. And it's not the normal snow; it's the compacted ice crap at the end of the driveway. That you can fight Soviets against or Germans to pick your side, I guess. And you get to chip it out with like a scrape, like a giant like hammer tool. I'm like, that's fun.
Nice.
So then you get to chunk it.
You can shape your bullets, your artillery rounds, everything out of it.
Such assholes sometimes. Like, they have gates and they don't use them on my side of town because they don't work well. You know what a snow gate is?
Yeah, no. What is a snow gate? Explain it to us southern people.
For the southern folk, is when they go through your neighborhood and they hit your driveway, they drop this gate so it doesn't dump everything in your driveway at the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
They go the wrong way through my neighborhood, and we have a nice little like turn on it, and so it just dumps at the end of the street, which is kind of where we're at, and it just dumps everything. So I get like 1.5 to 2 foot, like nice. It's like 2.5 feet deep, and it's like it just ice the wall.
Nice. Yeah.
Like, so yeah.
Well, that's lots of fun.
And then we have a north-facing drive, so we don't get the benefits of a solar plow. If you have a south-facing drive, the sun will take care of it at a certain point. But
yeah,
these are things you just don't take into account when you're buying a house up north. So like
south-facing drive. Yeah, I would never think of it.
Shelter belts, northwest-facing driveways, because you get the nice. He was talking about Indiana. Yeah, you get the nice like drifts at the end. And it makes all sorts of little shapes and turns into concrete if you let it sit too long. So,
jeez.
Yeah.
Well,
the whole family drives over it. You get this nice, like 2.5, 3 inch, like compacted snow you get to scrape off too. Chip to the snowblower, and hopefully it goes through. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
All the shit I like forgot about from last year. It's like, oh yeah, I got to play that game again. So here we are.
So the first real big snow, it's a new learning experience every time, because you have to remember everything that happened the year before. You have to relearn it. So it's all
the
good.
First time every year.
Yeah, it's like, the first time every time.
Arizona. Why am I not there right now?
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of snowbirds I know, and I'm like, I really, really, really think this could be a viable future for me.
I like it. Well, let's go over Vic. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. I'm tired. It's been a long week. We had family come in from Iowa. They got to escape or actually from Wisconsin, got to escape some of the snowstorm and hang out in 70-degree weather for Thanksgiving. And then we had some cousins come up from Georgia. So it was a nice little weekend. This was year number 19 of deep frying a turkey. So yeah, it was a good all around little weekend for us, but lots of activities. Let's see, Tuesday we went up and had to drive up and pick everybody up and bring them back down from Charleston, to include the kid. And then today we took the cousin from Iowa back up to Charleston to the airport. So spent 4 hours on the road today. Let's see, and then when I got home, we decorated the inside of the house on Thanksgiving evening. And then today was the outside of the house. So a little bit worn out. It's been a busy weekend, but good. Yeah. So it's been, and I got started on a couple woodworking projects. So very productive.
Nice. Yeah. Well, that's good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. As soon as we get done with the podcast, I'm going to bed.
Bed? What's that, man? You don't go to bed till midnight at least, you know.
I mean, I'm normally like a night owl. You know, I normally stay up until about 11, 12 o'clock most nights. But just this was the long week. Always on the go because we got family to entertain and all that kind of stuff. You know, you guys know how it is. But I'm not shoveling snow or snow blowing snow, so there's that.
It's always light at the end of the tunnel there for you.
Yeah, so it's always a silver lining, you know. But it's nice having the kid home from college, you know, and hanging out or watching her leave to hang out with her friends, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's she'll be here until I think we take her back on somewhere in the first week of January.
So, wow. She'll be there that long, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
But she's trying to get a job at her last place that she worked. So they said she could come back over the holiday and work 3 or 4 days a week for a month.
Wow.
So that's nice of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Can't beat that. Now we're into it. Now we're into the Christmas shopping and the frustration of what I have no idea what to get my wife or my kid. And then, you know, all the things thereto pertaining with holiday season and visiting relatives that may or may not, want to be here or that kind of stuff, you know. So it's Yeah.
Well, I will say the hardest part for you, in my opinion, especially through this time of year, is having to taste test all those cookies. I mean, that is probably the toughest part. Yeah.
Cookie season starts tomorrow. Amy's already got like 12 or 13 different cookies she's got planned out. The kitchen is set up for production. So,
For production.
And I even had to bribe my rock band at school. And I said, I'll bring some cookies if you guys actually put some effort into this last song.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're dealing with kids, man, you gotta do it one way or another. You gotta bribe them. You gotta get them to work, man.
So how was your Thanksgiving, man?
Man, I went over to Mom's house and we just kind of sat around and visited. My brothers Robert and Lynn were there, and their families came over, and that's all we did, man. We just sat around, visited, and then came back over here, and that was it, man. It was just short, sweet, nice, easy Thanksgiving. Mom cooked, so it was good. Thanksgiving dinner had some turkey, had some ham, there was some pie and some mashed potatoes, and there's all, the fixings, all that good stuff. So, and dressing, there was dressing as well. Yeah, but it was good. Nice. Can't complain.
We tried this thing where so there's this little place on the way to Charleston called what's it called? Something cider, Carolina Cider Company is what I think it's called. Cute little country store. They got like all kinds of locally made jams and jellies and locally made hot sauces, and I mean, you name it. They pickle everything, pickled eggs, pickles. I mean, they all that kind of stuff. I mean, and it's just this cute little country store. They got a little coffee shop attached to it that makes great coffee. If you're ever in the area, I highly recommend Carolina Cider Company. They make peach cider. That's like their thing is peach cider and apple cider and all kinds of ciders. But they have these little pre-made like old-fashioned things where it's all the ingredients in a mason jar, and then all you do is add bourbon, right? Your bourbon of choice. So we got a couple of those bottles. I mean, the sugar cubes in them were like, I don't know, it was like as big as a golf ball. I mean, just like, but like it holds it's a however many 32 ounce something mason jar, so it holds a whole bottle of alcohol. So you put a whole bottle of bourbon in there, and you can get 2 uses out of it.
Wow!
And it was like $20 each or something like that. So we did that. So I got 2 bottles of Woodford Reserve, a bottle of Maker's Mark, and Travelers, which is a Buffalo Trace product. So put Woodford Reserve and the Travelers in the first week, let them sit in the fridge for a week, and then strained out all the stuff, put all the ingredients back in the jar. There's all kinds of like herbs and stuff like that there too. And then like slices of dried blood oranges and a couple other citrus things. I mean, so I mean, it looked like it was going to be really good. And then the week before Thanksgiving, I strained out the first batch and then reloaded it all back in the mason jar and put in the Woodford Reserve and the Maker's Mark the second week. And then like we broke it out on Thanksgiving, and it was awful.
Really?
Yeah.
All that work. Oh no.
Oh man, like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it's a little strong. Is there any ginger ale in the house?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm like an old fashioned drinker, So I'm like, "All right, it can't be that bad." My wife tried it first, and then cousin from Georgia, she tried it next, and then I'm like, "It can't be that bad." So I'm like, I take a sip, and I'm like, how about a little more cherry juice? Okay, how about a little bit more cherry juice? I'm like, all right, 2 spoonfuls of cherry juice. Usually just the cherry juice covering the cherry is enough. But 2 spoonfuls of cherry juice in there, and I'm like, okay, I think I can stomach this. And then I had another one. I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. I can't do it.
That's horrible, man.
$100 of bourbon wasted, gone, like undrinkable.
Wow.
It was awful.
Yeah,
like, what were we
that
thinking?
hurt. That hurts a lot.
It does hurt a lot.
Those old fashioned, they're more Wisconsin thing, aren't they?
Oh, they got them everywhere. I don't
No,
know. I've
they're
had them
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Are they? I don't know where they were first made. I imagine it would probably be up north somewhere.
Yeah.
Since you guys are older up there, you know.
No,
I
we're
don't
not.
know. I'm just throwing that out. I don't know. I don't know.
I can't throw a rock in Wisconsin out here in an old fashioned bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So old fashions and Manhattans, they're very classic drinks. I'm sure they probably started in the Northeast somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
started in Manhattan.
Yeah.
I hope it's not Manhattan, Kansas. That'd be.
Well, I definitely didn't start it. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but yeah. So little the bottles are still sitting in the fridge because I just can't stomach throwing away $100 worth of liquor. But I think it's going to be one of those things.
It'll be sitting there until the next time I come visit you, probably.
Yeah, and then we go, oh man, this is great. Jay, you gotta try this.
Sounds like a talent at that point.
Well, we're having a Christmas party, and a couple weeks into December, so we're inviting a bunch of people out. So I think I'm going to save it to then and go, man, this is stuff you could try it. Here, tell me what you think.
Wait till they get 3 or 4 drinks in, and then start giving that to them because they won't remember. They won't know. They won't know the difference anyway.
That awkward look on their face where they're like, how do we tell them it tastes like shit? You know?
Yeah.
You want a big punch bowl and a 2-liter of Sprite and call it good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe, yeah.
That might be the way to go.
That's how they got rid of stuff when we were kids. Just add Sprite to it and everything tastes fine. Kool-Aid and Sprite, it's the upscale punch for the holidays. I'm like,
nice.
Cool.
Digging it.
Yeah, definitely have to try something. It's interesting.
That's unfortunate. Did they not have any out for you like taste tests before you buy it or?
No, but Friday, Black Friday, we went down to Savannah, Georgia. They had down on the Riverwalk. They had a Christmas market down on the Riverwalk. And we went down there, and there was a guy. Sydney was his name. I can't remember his last name. Veteran-owned business. He made basically syrups for various things. So he served us some syrup in as an old fashioned, which was amazing. It's like a honey and fig syrup. He had like a spiced pear syrup. He had a mango syrup. Wow. But the mango syrup went really well in tequila. And then the spiced pear goes very well with vodka. And the fig and vanilla went very well with bourbon. So we picked up a couple bottles of them. And I'm like, there's something in there that I can't really put my finger on, but man, it tastes really good. What is this? He goes, that's the vinegar. I was like, vinegar? He goes, yeah, it's a vinegar-based syrup. Huh. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. But when we got home, I had some other bourbon. But we drank like half that bottle of syrup using that fig and vanilla syrup for bourbon, basically like an old fashioned. Way better than the stuff that we got from the cider company. Yeah, so I mean, we definitely pulled it out, and had a good weekend despite all that. He spent a couple, I think 8 years, a couple tours in the Army. Okay. So I said, hey, give me your information. Maybe we'll get you on the podcast and you can promote your stuff. So I'll shoot him an email and see what he says.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We're always looking for people. Speaking of looking for people, I don't have anybody scheduled out this week for podcasts, so we may be in the December timeframe. We may be running a little low on podcasts. So we'll see if I think I have one scheduled on this upcoming Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't have anything for this week, which is pretty wild.
Are you doing the podcast in your underwear?
Yeah. Why?
You saw your leg and looked like you're wearing your boxers.
No, it was my shorts, man. I'm wearing shorts. They're just camouflage shorts, so you couldn't see them.
That's what it is.
That's all.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Anyways, so if there's a veteran out there that you haven't been on the podcast, you want to come on and you want to share your story, we'd be more than happy to have you on and do that. Just shoot me a message and we will get you on here. So anyways, that was for the two people that are listening out there. One was my wife. I don't know who the other one is.
You got alcohol, and it's if you haven't seen the Revolution by Ken Burns on Public, I highly recommend it. If you've got a couple hours, and they did a hell of a job. And then Rick Atkinson picked up his book this week because that's going to be a good one. The British Are Coming.
I can't see it, man.
Oh, okay, the British Are Coming
by Rick Atkinson. Great.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote 3 books on Europe, World War II, and historically or historian wise, you read those 3 books, you're pretty much ahead of every other book you can read. He's just an amazing author. But along that line, going toward Vic, when I was in college, I had to read a book called The Alcoholic Republic, and it basically talked about how drunk America was from the foundation on. So we made Europe
founded with booze,
but they just explain why we're such alcoholics in this country is because the water is pretty much poisonous, and if it wasn't brewed or distilled, it wasn't worth it. So you died. You want to die? Drink water.
Yeah.
They talk about Washington's farewell party, how they basically the bill was just amazingly high, and they just were floating just Madeira, ciders, whiskeys, bourbon, you name it. It was nuts. So, yeah.
He wasn't it Washington that had his own brewing company? I think it was beer company. I think he was doing beer, something like that.
They all had to at that point. Otherwise, they're going to die because the water is so bad.
Well, he had a pretty big company, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know if you call it a company or what, but he brewed quite a bit of his own stuff.
Yeah. I think they all did at that point.
Yeah, it's a good point.
There's a lot of guys I don't trust their home brews, though. That's for sure.
I don't know if it's better than the water that's going to kill you. Maybe it's worth it,
Well, they put juniper in their beer, and please stop. Just beer flavored beer is what I'm looking for, guy.
I've served with a few home brewers that did an amazing job. One guy made like a Snickers porter that was amazing.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Snickers? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes. This is the shit I'm talking about right here.
But I mean, it's San Diego. We were all in San Diego, and that's what you do in San Diego. Is all this, frou-frou beer. But I mean, it was really good beer.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And then another different home brewer that I served with, he had this jalapeno blueberry beer that was amazing.
Wow.
I don't know how to explain it except for
how do you even put those two things together?
This is what was so weird about it. When it was fresh off the tap and freezing cold, all you could taste was the blueberry. So it was like a blueberry wheat beer, not overly powerful. It wasn't obnoxiously present. You could just taste the hint of the blueberry in it. But then as you got down to the bottom third of the glass and it started to warm up, it started to heat up a little bit. And then the last 4 or 5 swallows was all jalapeno. It was so weird. So weird.
Wow.
But it was
pretty cool.
That's what I heard. You're shitting Chernobyl after that. That's all I heard.
No, it was good.
My sister does this shit because my brother-in-law is from Missouri, so somehow peppers have been introduced in our lives. So she does jams and jellies and shit and hands them out for Christmas presents. And every once in a while, what else is in this thing? Because it's not just rhubarb or strawberry. They're oh, there's a ghost pepper in there. I'm like, fuck off. I'm not doing
it. I love it.
Get this thing out of my house. That's borderline weapons of mass destruction.
I remember Dave Kyle. He was from up north, and we went out to dinner somewhere, and he's like, pass me that spicy stuff over there. And everybody's like, what is he talking about? Like, there's nothing spicy over here. And he's like, yeah, that stuff right there, the red stuff. Ketchup? And you're like, yeah, pass the ketchup over here. I was cracking up.
The cider company I was
Put
talking
that
about
in there.
earlier.
That's all I'm asking. That's not fair. Roast peppers, jalapenos.
Hey,
the cider company I was talking about earlier, they have a bunch of jams and jellies, but they have like moonshine peach and moonshine strawberry.
I bet you it's got a little kick to it, huh?
It does, but I think we got the moonshine peach, and it was like, it's exactly what you would think it tastes like. It's like moonshine, like peach flavored moonshine that you can chew.
Yeah.
They keep using that word moonshine.
And it was I didn't.
If you could,
it just I didn't care for it.
Oh,
you can sell it in a store. It ain't moonshine. That's
exactly. But it tasted like chewable peach flavored moonshine.
That's funny.
Like,
there's some good moonshine out there. Do you remember for my retirement, the guy that gave me all that apple pie moonshine?
Yeah,
he gave me 3 gallons of the stuff. Oh man, it was good though.
We have a distillery here in town, like a public distillery, that you can go to and frequent, and they actually sell moonshine. So they have like a Bloody Mary moonshine and a couple other moonshines.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That ain't real.
But you can get like a flight of moonshines.
A flight of moonshine.
Some hillbilly's rolling over his grave as soon as you said that. I ran from the cops and established NASCAR so you guys could get flights of moonshine.
They were drinking straight up White Lightning. I mean, just basically what they were putting in the gas tank. That's what they were drinking back then.
Yeah, if you can't fuel a rocket, it ain't moonshine.
Yeah. If you can't fuel a rocket. Can you even call it moonshine?
We got a bunch of Hutterites up here, and they do wine of everything. And there are things that just don't. Like dandelion wine, if you ever had that, that's exactly what it's like. Choke cherries, that's just, please don't. But my mom one time decided if they can do it, she could do it. So we had this basement that was straight out of a horror movie when I was a kid, and had like room in the back and had the shelves on it. And so one day she's at work working overnight, and we hear all these things exploding. And we're like, what's going on? We think we got a gas leak or something in the house. The whole thing's gonna go up. All of her bottles of wine were exploding in the basement in this room. It's just glass and red shit everywhere. I was like,
wow.
They were just popping off. Sympathetic detonations all around the room. Like, of course.
Like a war zone down there, man.
It was, but it was in this room. It was just draining into like this floor drain. And I was like, I think it's time to burn the house down. I don't know. We ain't coming back from this.
No, be honest with me. When you first went down there and saw it, did you think to yourself, yeah, there's a ghost down here?
Oh, I thought there was somebody getting chopped up down there. Because it was just red stuff going toward the floor drain. It was like just red. Like there's a murderer in this house, and it's not me. So I'm gonna burn this thing down and trap them here. I guess. I don't know.
Burn it down and start over.
Not everybody's made for home brewing. That's what we learned.
Yeah.
Line wine though, it tastes like grass wine. It's super cool, but some guys like it. Choke cherry wine. It tastes like chalk. Like, you ever had choke cherries?
No, I've never even heard of it.
They're named aptly because they look like a little berry. You bite into it, and it's like you're eating chalk. Like,
really?
Like, yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, well, you dance with your God.
I've never heard of it.
God, and they grow wild up here. Like, please don't. Like the first time somebody chopped up a big pointed plant in Mexico, agave, and turned it into tequila. Like there's a certain level of desperation. Like, I bet I can make booze out of this.
I mean, let's be honest. You can make booze out of almost anything.
Some
I mean,
things don't. Just
you
because
don't have to.
Because
I'm just saying you
can,
probably
doesn't mean
could.
you should.
Exactly. Exactly.
Jesus.
There's some mighty fine sipping tequilas out there, by the way. Robert Marroquin introduced me to some of those. Very good. Very good.
Some come with a whistle and Tijuana. So, I mean, I've had those too.
I didn't have the whistle with it. No.
Yeah, there's something the new generation doesn't know about.
You know, they don't let them go down there anymore. That's against the rules. You can't go down to Tijuana.
There's a lot of reasons, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
God, that place.
Yeah. I remember going down with my wife once, and I saw literally a turd floating down the road, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to come back down here again. I mean, it was gross. Like, it was a legit turd.
Oh, yeah.
Floating. Yeah, it was gross.
You know where all that goes to, right?
To the ocean, right there where everybody swims.
Right next to Coronado.
Yeah.
Right where Butts is. And all of Coronado, all the swimmers' courses.
Yeah.
Just swimming in a river of shit.
Well, you know.
God.
It's supposed to be one of the best surfing places in the world, San Diego area, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, that place. No. Good. Cold water brings in the white sharks. That's all I remember. You don't see
north part of Camp Pendleton, right at the south part of Orange County, right there where the two big boobs, right? You know what I'm talking about?
The Dolly Partons.
Yeah. Right there is where the great whites would come in. And there's so many times like the camera crews would fly over for the news and they'd film the surfers with like 5 or 6 sharks swimming underneath them. And I'm like,
Those are the juveniles too. The juveniles like congregate right there in that warmer water and they love it.
Yeah. After I saw all that, I was like, I ain't ever going surfing.
Well,
Never.
Dana Point Harbor used to have about a 15, 17 foot white that just patrolled the harbor.
Inside the harbor.
Yep.
That's kind of freaky.
We were swimming a wedge into Clemente one night, and I probably told this on my little vet pod, but we were the back part of the wedge, and we all got bumped, and we put the rockets in the rocket fins, and we turned that wedge into a V. Like, let's go. Right. That's Michael
Phelps. It turned into an inverted V very quickly. It was like,
and then we get ashore, put the lines in, or put the lanes in with the chem lights.
Yeah.
And the boats all come ashore and like, did you guys see the size of that fin? I'm like, yeah, I felt it. It was not fun. You got lifted out of the water. I'm like, we could have ended up a statistic that night.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you could have all that. I want no part of that.
In the ocean. You're part of the food chain in that. I don't want to be that low in the food chain ever again.
It is amazing in the ocean how big those predators are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want no part of it. But I like it on land when we are the dominant predator. You know, that makes me feel more safe.
You're not going to feel like you're dominant shit. Montana, you're part of the food chain too. You're not the dominant species up there.
And I guess I went out. I don't know what happened.
No, anytime you're in grizzly territory, you learn. Bear country.
It's true.
God. We went to Steamboat Springs a couple years ago, and there was a lot of tourists there, and everybody's like, they're doing what they do at home, which is leave their garbage kind of sitting in not secured areas. And there's little locks on everything there, like, because there's bear. And every day they're like, there's a bear in the parking lot. Like, no shit, because that's where the dumpsters are. And tearing apart the dumpsters every day. Like, good job, guys.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. Nah, you can have that too.
We got foxes and coyotes here. And that's about the extent of it. I'm like, I'm good here. No snakes. No snakes either.
You don't have snakes up yonder way?
No.
Really?
That's about it. Too cold for rattlers. You go West River, you get rattlers.
Yeah.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a density of the soil and the way it freezes that they can't den right on the eastern part of South Dakota.
Yeah.
West River, they fall over.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's very interesting. So in a sense of where you're at, that's a good place to go if you don't like all the snakes and the critters and that type of stuff. Yeah.
So we have random coming through too now. Just the random wildlife just keeps showing up in our state. We got a moose that got stuck in with like a herd cattle up northwest of us. It was like just thought it was part of the herd.
Yeah.
Just that the thing.
You just got confused, is all.
It happens.
Yeah. Well.
And then every once in a while we get elk but yeah, moose. Just like the case of like the highway patrol trying to keep a moose out the interstate is like the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Hey, moose are not small.
No, and they're aggressive. You go to Colorado, the tourists are getting tossed like
they're freaking huge, man.
We get the tourist tossing season out at West River too, and the bison just throw the tourists up in the air.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious. Like sturgeons will come through and you'll see like some bison with like a pair of pants stuck to its horn, like got him.
Got him. Pair of pants.
I mean, just strip them. It's just a ton of muscle right in the neck, and they'll tourists
pretty much all muscle right there. Yeah,
I get these things too, and you're like, that they're gonna die. This is gonna be hilarious. This is like Marwin in action. Let's see.
Tragic. This is gonna be tragic, is what he meant to say. Tragic.
Take the warning letter. See what happens. There's signs every 5 feet. Don't pet the buffalo. And these
that's true. That is true.
They go up and pet like this giant buffalo and a bison, and then they get the strut horn, and the strut horns are just taken and they scoop them and they'll rip the pants right off somebody every time.
Yeah,
and throw them up in the air like, got him. Or Colorado, some guy wants to go like ride a moose or some shit like Teddy Roosevelt. I'm like, nope. I'm gonna stomp the shit out of you and you're gonna die.
I don't even. A moose is so daggone big. You could walk under a moose. Like if you let's say it wasn't going to kill you, you could literally stand up straight. I could at 6'2" and walk underneath it. That's how big a daggone moose can get.
Yeah. And there's too many cartoons in these kids' lives, and they thought they're just Rocky and Bullwinkle, and they're going to go play games. They get weeded out of the gene pool real quick.
Well, it happens. What are you going to do, right?
Stupid games, stupid prizes.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of stupid games, stupid prizes, there's been a lot of interesting things in the news talking about stupid games and stupid prizes. Have you guys seen any of the shenanigans that have been happening?
Yes.
What all have you been seeing?
The congressperson that said, make sure you disobey all legal orders. I'd like to see. Yeah.
Don't listen to your command at all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jess is muting. It's all good. Yeah, you're right though. I mean, that's absolutely insane.
UCMJ. That's all he said.
Yeah.
Do what?
Just read the UCMJ.
Yeah.
I
mean, some people are saying he didn't do anything wrong because they're not illegal orders, but disobey an illegal order, not illegal orders. So he didn't do anything wrong. I don't know, but is it still sedition?
I don't know. I don't think there's any way they can do anything to the guy. Me personally, I like the dude's out. Who's actually listening to him anyways? I mean, that's the way I see it. I'm not listening to some dude that got out and he's like, hey, I was in and I think you should do this. I was a colonel or I was a major. I'm like, that's nice. Have a nice day. You're a civilian now. So bye-bye. I mean, that's when it comes to orders and stuff, that's how I would have viewed it, but maybe
you can't do it both ways. That's what I'm going to say here. You can't listen to the generals when it's one party doing something and then not listen to them when it works both ways.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a lot of former retired open letters Commandant got beat up because he was trying to do littoral combat stuff.
Yeah, he did. Got banged up pretty good too.
Don't get rid of tanks, except the Alumni Association saying that you should not get rid of tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Alumni Association. Our opinion matters and policy exactly this much. So
it's true.
Have those guys trying to bring him back and court martial him. So it sets a weird precedent. Don't do illegal shit. It should not be this hard. I think it's a non-conversation, but it's a conversation now.
It's unfortunately one we have to have sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
man, I had something like that happen to me on recruiting duty.
Really?
So yeah. So I walk in to audition this kid, and who I think is his dad is sitting with the CO for the recruiting station, and because they just wanted they needed their last MEOPer to make superior achiever, so I was the gatekeeper to their superior achiever award, right?
Yeah.
So I go in the back, I audition this kid, and he fails horribly. He memorized his piece, which means he can't read music. And then when I put the sight reading in front of him, he completely bombed it. So I'm like, all right. So sorry, you didn't quite make it. Well, so I walked out and told his recruiter and told the CO didn't make it. And, I shook everybody's hand, including the guy that I thought was his dad. Shook everybody's hand and I gave him everything he needs. I recommend he not audition for at least another 6 months. Give him some time to get up to sight reading up to par. And then I didn't even make it back to my hotel, which was only about 4 blocks away. When my OIC calls me and he goes, "What the fuck, dude?" And I'm like, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a lieutenant colonel calling me, by the way. And I'm like, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. And he goes, "So the kid you just auditioned?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." He goes, "I said he failed," and I told him everything why. He goes, "So here's the deal. There was a former Marine band officer listening to the audition and tells the CO of the RS that he would take him in his band." And I'm like, "What?" "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, it was like a former band officer for the Marine band field. He retired a couple years ago, but he said he'd take the kid in a band." And I'm like, "You got to be kidding me." So I'm like, "Sir, are we going to let Mustang pilots tell us who's qualified to fly F-35s?" That's the exact analogy I used. And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Our Rock Field is, when and this was Chief Warrant Officer Anderson was his name." And I was like, yeah. I said, when he was in, our standards were not that high. I mean, they were high, but not as high as they are now. I mean, we're bringing in much better, much higher quality musicians these days. So he might have taken him in his band back then, but that's not the quality that we're looking for now. He goes, "Oh man, I got to take this to the colonel. You understand where I'm at?" I'm like, "Sir, you got to do what you got to do." But the kid didn't pass the audition. Period. At the end. But that guy messed up my life for 2 weeks.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Gotta love it, man.
Yeah.
Anderson's son, I think, is retiring as a gunny, I think, or a master sergeant. I think he's retiring. I could be wrong. He became a career recruiter.
Yeah,
He joined and went to the drum and bugle corps. And then got out of that, got into the regular band field, then went recruiting and loved it so much he just stayed out there, I guess. So
yep.
Yeah. Did really well.
I met him. I mean, nice guy. I think it was a saxophone player or trumpet player.
Trumpet. Yeah. Good dude though. No, I don't know about. I never met his dad. I don't know nothing about him other than he was a band officer at some point in time.
Yeah, I never met his dad. Well, that was the only time I met his dad. I didn't know he was a band officer. So, yeah. That's my life.
Yeah. That happens. What are you going to do?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see what else has been happening.
I went looking through all the headlines today, but I mean everything from the DoD to Military Times to Military News, all of it. It was all Thanksgiving calls from head Seth this and honoring the troops that are separated, that and this, and I mean it was all the normal Thanksgiving stuff, but nothing a whole lot exciting going on right now as far as headlines.
Yeah.
Oh, the Marine Logistics Squadron 39 CO got relieved. Apparently, that was newsworthy. Yeah. Miles
That's
39.
happened too.
Yeah. Of course, nobody knows why. It was just lack of faith and confidence.
Yeah. That's pretty normal. I mean, that's the normal go-to whenever somebody gets fired or relieved.
Boilerplate at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, Jess, you said you had heard of some things. What types of things were you looking at or hearing about?
National Guard thing.
Oh yeah.
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 I hate to say it. This is moral injury coming back to bite us in the ass again.
Oh, yeah, that's no joke there. I mean, the dude was vetted apparently, right? Maybe not enough, but he was vetted, came in.
Well, you want to go down this line. I mean, this is kind of what we've been talking about for a long time is we sat on our hands for 20 years and made a bunch of promises, and we did exactly what we do after every war is make a bunch of promises and don't follow through.
Yeah.
So, and then found ways to alienate and make life hell. So, he's no way, shape, or form justified what he did. And there's just no right answer here.
Yeah. I just, now he had a gun though, right?
Yeah.
From what I understood. Yeah. So he had the gun, and then the National Guardsman that took him down had a knife from what I saw, like a pocket knife. Did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the guy that took him down or stopped him or what have you, had a pocket knife. That was the only thing he had.
Damn right.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's goes to show you, man. Pocket knife goes a long ways, you know.
Yeah, it does, but it's also stupid. I mean, if you're gonna put people in a position where they need to do like this is their job, you arm them correctly and train them correctly. Right. Just say, hey, here's a pocket knife. Go with God. But
that was probably just his pocket knife. It wasn't something he was issued. It was just something he had on him.
Yeah.
He's some redneck, carries a knife, you know.
You mean a responsible American citizen? You're saying that weird.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But
no, I mean, there's some, God. There's some darkness right there.
Another one?
This is one of the kittens. One of 5 kittens. This one's actually the smartest one of the crew. But here you go. I don't want to hold it all. But not to mention she's whining and crying. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you do. Good for you.
Yeah, I hear it enough. 5 of them running around, plus the 4 that we have, the regular cats. Now we have an additional 5 kittens they just got out and started roaming around though. So it's not like they've been out for a long time. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for a cat for Christmas, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to put one in a box and send it to you. Or however you do that. I don't know.
Not it.
So
I got my neighbor's cat.
I hate to say it. Go the news.
I didn't hear it. Say it again.
Time of year where stuff just gets missed. So you got to pay attention harder than news right now.
Yeah.
Wedge it in because no one's paying attention because it's Black Friday and football playoffs.
Oh yeah.
So
speaking of Black Friday, did anybody get anything good? I don't ever go. I'm like, no, I don't want no part of it.
I mean, other than those, Just the vinegar-based syrups. That's the only thing we bought Friday. Alcohol.
Nice.
Got me thinking about something.
I got zero things. I didn't even shop online. I didn't even look. Other than,
I bet
you know,
nothing to
TikTok
talk for a while.
stuff up all the time.
Pull the trigger on it. I got a fast photo scanner because I get handed the photos from guys and like, hey, can you scan these? So I'm like, flatbed, just pain in the dick. So it does what it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Then a negative scanner because I can't tell you how many stacks of negatives I sit in this house because we're like that generation that still has photos in packs.
Yeah.
So start taking care of those things. I was looking into some type of like memory center too, putting together like a Saturday a month, just asking like, hey, bring your photos in, bring a stick in, I'll scan them for you. Because that's a bridge too far for a lot of folks.
It's a pain in the butt sometimes. I have so many pictures. You know, you have picture albums full of pictures that you don't have anymore. I mean, I don't. There's so many things, memories that, you know, they're pictures somewhere, and I need to get them all like digitized so I can have them for years to come. I haven't done it.
There's an Epson Fast Photo 680W, which I've had in the cart for like a month now. And it's like $500. I've been waiting to pull the trigger on this thing for reasons. And I'm like, enough's enough. I got some older guys they have some legitimate historical pieces. And I'm like, let's get them scanned. Take them out of the albums, just put them in, get them scanned, do them right. Yeah. And then there's also like, I'm going through like my boxes of stuff, of shit. And it's like, I've got these negatives from like Australia, Tokyo, I mean, all around the world. Because I didn't get a digital camera until way late in life. But like those little like disposables, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Take it and so let's just do this. But yeah, I'm going to start playing around with that because the guys in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, they have these photos, and then when they pass on, they go into a box and they get split up in the family, and
then nobody does anything with them. They sit there.
Yes. So if I can just set this thing up and take a power strip, throw it on one Chromebook, and then put like a little memory card on it and just let it rip.
Yeah.
They'll scan a front and back of a photo 1 per second. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. And yeah, might as well get it going because they're not going to get easier as time goes on. Might as well just get this thing going. But
yeah,
I mean, if you're looking, kids are really good at this, and just there's a simple thing that a VFW Legion Marine Corps League could do. And it's like a $500 investment. You just basically rip through photos, put them on a memory stick, and hand them back. It's like, here's all your photos. Ding. So,
yeah, very true.
Something to think about. But does it take a lot of technology geniuses to do this? No. But it's not going to get easier. So,
true statement.
That ties into the VLM too that I'm looking at doing for. Yeah. Here's a fun thing. Have you guys done your estate plan yet? You should. It's super fun.
Sounds exciting.
It's not. It's all about all the questions they ask you when you die. Like, oh, this is what adulting is, and it sucks. But yeah,
this is what adulting is. I like it.
I was lied to.
So my wife is an only surviving child, and my mom and dad, or my mother and father-in-law, own a 180-acre farm. So the farm's coming to us in Iowa, and neither one of us want to move back to Iowa. So I don't even know what we're going to do with this farm. It has it's northeast Iowa, West Union, Iowa, and it's got a pre-Civil War farmhouse on it that's still standing, and a barn that's starting to lean a little bit, but still standing. The dad crop shares it, so he owns the land and buys half the seed. And then my wife's cousin owns all the equipment and buys the other half of the seed. So the guy has all the equipment. I think they split the profits 60-40. So because he's doing, basically the other guy's doing all the work. But it's I think Dad told me a few years ago that the farm breaks even about once every 5 or 6 years, but normally has to get subsidized by the government to break even.
No kidding.
Yeah. So it's tough. So I mean, I've been telling when that short period that I thought I was going to be a financial advisor, and I was studying to take my Series 7 and all that kind of stuff. I came up with a plan of what I wanted to do with the farm, but I don't think Mom and Dad want to go for it. I want to put it in an irrevocable trust, and but their mom and dad are very old fashioned. You can save your way to wealth, which you can't do anymore. But that's just what they want to do. So I'm scared to death that we're going to get slapped with some kind of death gratuity tax when the farm gets handed to us, and we're going to have to break up the farm to pay off, just the gratuity tax, which is going to be heartbreaking because the farm's been in the family for over 100 years. For about 107 years. Yeah. So like 7 or 8 years ago, Mom and Dad went to the state fair in Iowa and went up on stage and got their Century Farm certificate. It's a big deal. Yeah.
Dang,
so yeah. I'm scared to death. And like all of Mom and Dad's, their bankers telling them that you don't worry. I mean, the death gratuity tax isn't going to be a deal, and they already put Amy on all the paperwork and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know that that's enough. I don't know that that's enough. So I think we're going to go talk to an estate planner here on our end and start working with an estate planner soon. I don't think Mom and Dad are going to, I think they're still going to be around for a while. I mean, Dad was still refereeing football up until a couple of years ago, and he's 78 now, 79.
He's still not doing that though, right?
Yeah, well, he was refereeing football until he was 74.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to do it because parents are assholes.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, so he was 74 years old, still run up and down a football field, So I'm like, I think Dad's going to be with us for a little while longer, So I think
that's impressive. 74-year-olds running up and down the football field is impressive. I don't think I could do it right now. I mean,
yeah.
There are days that I'm like, I can barely get out of bed. I don't know how anybody's able to do that.
It's all fun and games till you get that gopher hole and go ass over tea kettle. Some of those fields aren't the best taken care of either.
Yeah. You better hope that field's a nice one.
Not paying attention, get plowed over by a lineman.
Yeah, that's no joke right there.
Yeah, he's been tackled a few times.
I imagine so.
Catching football in the face.
Yeah, that almost happened this weekend. What game was it? Maybe it was the Oklahoma game.
I don't know. I didn't watch any games.
Yeah, like the backfield ump was like right in the line of the pass, and he was like watching, and he turned around to see the ball coming right at him, ducked, and it went right over his head. But the receiver behind him missed the ball, probably because the ump was play. Yeah, but like I mean,
last weekend who like popped his Achilles and he had to take himself out of the game.
One of the refs?
Yeah, one of the backup refs. He had to like pass the hat on.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, officials are part of the game, man.
I mean, that's a good point. I never thought about that before. Like, what happens if a guy goes down, right? An official goes down. Is there a backup official that's going to take over?
At the NFL, there is. College.
I don't know.
And so, like,
I guarantee you in high school football, there's not.
No.
You're lucky to get what you got.
Dad refereed with the same 4-man team for 40 years.
Yep.
Wow.
You crew up like that, you don't break that crew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's impressive, man.
You play to the crew too. We learned that early.
For 40 years, they would fill up for every game for 40 years.
Yep.
They'd fill up an ice chest of beer, and then drink it all the way home. Just driving the back roads of Iowa, drinking and driving wherever, like hours.
Harley Pops.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What's Harley Pop?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I think they started before they got to the game too.
Yeah, they probably did.
They were pre-flighting like it was cool, probably.
I remember playing one time in high school, and there's this guy on the sideline, and he's smoking like a Marlboro Red, and it was like one of those completely still, like end of fall nights, and there was like a cloud of smoke just going right across the field where this guy was just chaining on the chain gang. It's like, whatever, man. They frown on that now.
Yeah.
They do. You know, back in the day, they used to have a teacher's lounge where it was like a smoking lounge. That's what they used to have.
Yeah, in the Marine Corps, there used to be optional smoking offices too. After the band got, my intel chief had a fish bowl at 7th Marines, and it was like that. You can deep clean an office, but that smell is always going to be in there. We had to drop piles out. It was like there was like a layer of tar on the windows. It was rough.
Oh, jeez.
Like this all checks out, but
wow,
he was having a day because he was like ashtray was just overflowing, and he was like, "These goddamn kids." Yeah, games changed in the last 30 years.
Oh shoot, man! You guys got anything else you want to chat about tonight?
Cyber Monday tomorrow. What's up?
What is it?
Cyber Monday.
Cyber?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Cyber Monday.
Oh,
I got nothing. You should crawl off underneath your rock, Andrew.
Black Cyber Monday.
You somebody at Target or Walmart for a TV. Cyber Monday is where you get all your information stolen because you're shopping online. So your options at this point.
Yeah, Black Friday is for in-person shopping, and Cyber Monday is online shopping.
A day after you say you're thankful for everything, you go punch somebody in the face for getting a TV. It's 50% off. Lasts like 6 months before it craps out. Yeah.
Somebody told me that there was going to be like an 85-inch TV on Amazon for $400. I'm like,
what?
Yeah.
85-inch.
Yeah. Like a.
Don't tell my wife, please. Don't tell her.
Yeah. I'm like, heck. But even if it's a cheap TV and only lasts, 4 or 5 years, it's still only $400 for an 85-inch TV.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want an 85-inch TV in their house where the neighbors 3 houses down could watch it with you? You know?
Yeah.
They'd call you on the phone. Hey, can you change it to this channel? Yeah, I got you.
There's a story here that I'm not going to share right now. I'll wait till after this, till the rest of this, because we have pictures. It's really bad.
God.
Sweet.
There are times that the TV we have is big enough. Neighbors see it.
Yeah, that's how it started. Yeah. We about had window shades delivered to their house. TVs. 85-inch. I think it's 85-inch.
I mean, it's huge, man. I can't remember how big ours is, but I know it's big. I don't think it's 85-inch big, but it's big.
Yeah, these are gross.
I'm sure my wife will let me know.
Yeah, we have a 75-inch in the living room, and I have a 55-inch in the office, and those are plenty big enough for us.
Ugh.
Do you remember them old black and white tube ones that had like the dial that you turned,
Remember the projector TVs?
The projector TVs, yeah.
My mom still has one in her basement. She won't get rid of it.
Dude, that thing's probably worth $1 million now.
That thing is
Does
worth
it
like
still work?
someone come get it because I don't want to drag it up the hill next to her getting out of it. All I see is like a hernia operation in my future trying to move that thing. God,
That's
thing
nice.
they're not light.
Those things are huge, man.
RCA projection TVs. Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's just technology has not been kind. I remember the old console TVs though too.
Somebody commented 65. We have a 65 inch. So she was listening. I'm sure she's already ordered the 85 inch.
Sony 85-inch Class 4 Ultra HD Bravia 3 LED Smart TV with Google TV Dolby Vision HDR is $1,098. You better hurry. It ends
for what? What size? 85?
Yep.
Oh my God. Is that on TikTok?
No, it's on the Amazons.
Oh, Amazon.
Yeah, it's Cyber Monday is about to be getting stupid right now.
I would go look up the TikTok, but I can't look it up. Carlene would probably be able to do it. Carlene, what is the 85-inch TV on the Ticker Talkers? What exactly is that going for? I don't know why they don't pay me. Oh, I know why they don't. It's because I don't get anybody that listens to it live. So, there's that.
They're out of control. Problem is you got to mount that damn thing, and I hate mounting TVs.
Surely they would have like a base plate or something that you could put it on.
No.
I put French cleats in my office. Yeah. So my TV's mounted on French cleats to my wall. If I don't like it, I move it anywhere I want. In my room.
Yeah.
Swing arms. If you're not using a swing arm at this point in your life, then you failed somehow.
Well, I put the swing arm. I mounted the swing arm to a plate that's got a French cleat on the back of it, so I can put it anywhere in my room and kind of position it around. That was like after I hung all the French cleats in my office, the very first thing that I put on the wall was my TV, of course.
Tell you, because for a while there, I don't know what it was. I don't know if swing arms just weren't available, but they were all flat mounted to the walls, and those things are giant hunks of shit.
Yeah.
Trying to get like HDMI and doing the dad thing, like connecting everything up to that damn thing. Like, I hate everybody at that point.
Yep.
There it is. Let it out. Exercise the demons.
Exercise demons. All right. Well, on exercising the demons here, you guys got anything else you want to chat about before we wrap this one up?
Yeah, get some guys on your podcast, man.
Say it again.
You need to get some guys headed your direction. Start getting them
on. Yeah. If you're out there, I'm needing people. I'm needing people to sign up and come on a podcast and tell your story. And it's fairly easy to do. Jess, you did it. How easy was it for you?
Yes, I did that. It was good.
See? Super easy.
Time flies by too quick, though. Next thing you know, it's like 3 of them. Jesus.
Yeah. But when you're having a good time, telling stories and just, having fun, it just rolls out, man.
God, it's like 15 to 25% of like the things you can talk about too.
Yeah.
That's the part. So you got to make a list before you do it.
And just about everybody I know, they get to the end and they listen to it and they go, man, I could have talked about this. I could have talked about that. I didn't even mention this. I didn't even mention that. There's so many things, I mean, you're trying to sum up a 4-year to, even more, even if it's a 25, 30-year career into, a 2-hour, 4-hour, 6-hour block type of thing, That's tough to do.
I do got one story. It's from last night. We go to Barnes & Noble like every week, and usually I put my headphones in, let it ride, and kids are home from Thanksgiving, and my daughters came up, dropped a couple things off, talking to them, kind of let the headphones hang, and there's 2 kids. One goes to Iowa State, and one goes to Brown, and they're just kids, and kids talk not quiet. And the stuff that they were saying was just like, this is amazing. I can't believe that this is the future. One of them was trying to put together a conference for like 270 people, and she has until April, and she's pretty much doing it by herself. I'm like, that's very aggressive, kid. And her friend just out of the blue was like, I think I'm gonna do a triathlon. Like, what? I ran a marathon. It's pretty much the same thing. I'm like, you're gonna die. It's like, you swim a lot in your world. That is like, I can do the backstroke for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh boy, that's not how that works at all.
I don't think the backstroke is involved in that at all, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. I guess it's freestyle, not American crawl anymore. I'm like, that's a full contact sport. That swim portion of the triathlon.
Yeah, because it's usually the first event, right?
Yes, it is just getting punched and kicked in the face repeatedly in a pack in open water. I don't think she's ever swam in open water before either. Like, she ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, it's a big difference than swimming laps in a pool.
Yes, completely different. And it's the East Coast, so that's Atlantic water. That's
way colder.
Fine to anybody.
Yeah, way colder.
The bike piece. I'm like, oh God. But it's just like, good. You do you, kiddo. But yeah. To be a 19-year-old and just fearless. Let it ride. Good on him.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know all about running a marathon without preparing. I don't recommend it. If anybody's out there wondering if they should, I don't recommend it.
No.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine did it, and he didn't do the tape right, or didn't put the Vaseline on.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could walk away with some major burn,
bloody.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He's a big boy. All you see is like just blood streaks coming off his nipples. I'm like, what the shit, bro? What did you do?
You would be amazed how a t-shirt could rub you raw, completely raw. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't prepare at all. Good job. I'm gonna cut my way through this thing. Like, no, Google that shit. It'll get you ready.
No, Google does not get you ready. It can help you get ready. Google does not get you ready.
You're gonna run the race for you, but
yeah, the LA Marathon was the first one that I did. The LA Marathon with my buddy Rob Brenham, and he says, "Hey, I got to run this marathon, and my partner dropped out. You want to run it with me?" And I'm like,
"What's his name?"
Rob Trenham.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Well, I don't know. How far is a marathon?" He's like, "What is it? 26.1, 26.2? I don't know, 26.2 miles." And I'm like, "Dude, I've never ran more than 5 miles in my life. Like, what makes you think that I'm going to be able to run that far?" He's like, "Don't worry, man. We'll do it together." Da, 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 da. So I did like 1 or 2 training things with him, and both of them I dropped out. I was like, yeah, I got like halfway through it, and I'm like, I'm done, man. Like, go get the car, come back and pick me up, and then, So we end up in LA. We're running this marathon, and right before we get out, I'm like, hey, because this is back when you had an iPod, which was like gigantic, right? The iPod, and then you had your phone. So you had the 2 different devices. I know the kids out there are like, what's that mean? I don't even understand. But I was like, hey man, are you going to bring your phone? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you're going to run with me the whole time, right? And he's like, yeah. I was like, you sure? Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm going to leave my phone here. That was mistake number probably 20 at this point, but I'll say 1. But I put the phone down in his buddy's car. We get out, start the marathon. We get like 6 miles in, and I'm like, oh my God, man, I can't keep this pace. This is ridiculous. No. And he tells us, we're like stretching. He's like, man, how you feeling? I was like, dude, I'm not going to be able to keep this pace. I'm not going to be able to do it, man. And he's like, I'm feeling really good. You mind if I run ahead? And it flashed like you could see in my mind this, I'm thinking, I don't have anybody's telephone number memorized. The only number I have memorized is my wife's number. and she doesn't know his number nor anybody else's number. So the only thing I'm going to do is contact my wife, and she's going to be like, well, I'm in San Diego and you're in LA. So good luck, buddy. Figure it out. And so I was like, yeah, buddy, go ahead. You'll meet me at the end, right? He's like, yeah, I'll meet you at the end. I was like, okay. So I continue to go. Man, it was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I'm like struggling, like just like my head's falling. I'm like falling all over the place. There's pictures, and I kid you not. I wish I still had these pictures, but there's pictures of me, and it looks like I'm dying, right? Like I'm trying to run and I can't really run. And then there'll be this old granny, probably 95 years old, and she's all smiling and waving at the camera and stuff, and she'd run by me. Man, I tell you, it took me I think it was like 6.5 hours. I don't know. It was a long time. That's all I know. Finally, at the end, my buddy was nowhere to be found. And I'm like, this asshole left me. So I was like, is there a place to go to like lay down and just rest and wait for somebody to come pick you up? And they're like, yeah. So I walked up there, laid down on the sidewalk, and I'm just laying there passed out, right? And I hear him yelling at me, hey, Cox. And I sit up and I look, I'm like, dude, where have you been? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, where have you been? He's like, oh, well, did you finish? And I was like, yeah, I finished. It just took me a while, but yes, I finished. And he goes, oh, you did? I didn't even finish. I'm like, what? I didn't even want to run this thing. The only reason that I finished was because I didn't know your telephone number and I couldn't call you. And I had to make it to the end. It was literally the only reason. So yeah, that was my
first. The little medal though.
What's that?
Did you get the little medal, the finish
medal? Yeah, I did. What was really funny, he goes, hey, do you think if I just go over there and walk through the finish line, they'll give me a medal? And I'm like, I don't know. You could try it and see. Yeah, it didn't work, just so you know.
So you're stationed at 29 Palms, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember how far it was out to Camp Wilson?
Yeah, it's a haul. It's probably 6 miles or so? Maybe a little more. I don't know. It's a ways out there.
The tank trails were on next to the road, though.
Mm-hmm.
So marathoners are a special type of psycho. And we had a company gunny who was like a marathoner.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a battalion corporal's course, so we didn't have to go down to like Del Mar and do the real one. And it was, you wanted to do battalion corporal's course. That was the moral of the story. So you want to mess up, otherwise it got to be real expensive real fast. Then you had to go hang out in Del Mar and do Del Mar shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're out in the grinder next to that like fast food chow hall, like behind LAR, and we were doing sword manual. And all the first sergeants, all the staff and SEALs got pulled away for something that was going on, and they came out to like Pirates of the Caribbean. We're having like sword fights with these ceremonial swords from the armory. By this time, we'd probably broken like 2 or 3 of them. It was getting out of control. So, Gunny Ferris looked at us. He's like, "You idiots!" And he's like, "Drop the blouses." And we boots and utes our way up Wilson. And if you got in the truck, you had to go do the other corporal's course. And that was like $1,000, $1,500 out of a bunch of corporals' budgets, right? So,
my God!
First, and we ran tank trail, no water. Just you can give up. You can get in the truck, but you're going to get orders. You're going down to a corporal's course in Del Mar. So, like, how much is it worth to you? Yeah.
Not only is that 6+ miles, we'll say that.
And there was a return
in the tank trails, which is just sand piled up.
Yep.
So you're running through sand the whole time.
And he did this on the regular. He was one of those marathoner people that enjoys this.
So, God bless those guys.
They
have to exist, though.
Why? Ultra marathon.
Because I don't want to do it. I'd much rather somebody else do it.
The Vic's in the area where they do like that weird Tennessee run, where they just do. Have you heard about the laps they do?
No, I have no idea.
And you have to be a certain amount of time, and you just keep going until everybody else quits.
Yeah.
What?
I got nothing. Yeah, I don't know.
So there's this race they run on the East Coast. It's through like some forest and Pine Gap, who knows where. But it's like a circuit course or a circuit route. They run through the forests, and it's never nice out when they do this.
Mm-hmm.
And they run it, and you have to be at a certain time. As long as you're above the time, then you get to do it again. And they just keep going until everybody else drops. So you're the last person standing. So is it 50 miles? Might be. Is it 150 miles? Could be. They just keep going until there's only one standing. There's this race they run on the East Coast. It's like the worst.
It's called the Conqueror, America's toughest ultra in December.
Where's it at?
Hold on, I'm trying to get to it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Dawsonville, Georgia.
There it is.
Now, I'll read it to you. It says, push your limits at the Conqueror from Warriors Races, a brutal backyard ultra set in the rugged terrain of, I can't even say that, Amicolailo. I don't know how to say that. Falls State Park. Loop 3.8 miles every hour on the dot until only one runner remains standing, until a $100 bill as your entry stake, betting on your entrance and grit. Climb down treacherous trails, ascend the 605 steps of the AT approach, and challenge yourself in the coldest winter daylight with a grand prize at stake. This extreme test isn't just a race, it's a battle of wills. You can have it.
People do that.
Not this people.
Anybody says they want to do a marathon, it's like, you know what happened to the first guy who ran the marathon, right? He's dead.
Yeah.
He died.
There's a reason he died, 26.2 miles. I mean,
dead.
There's a reason. Who are the guys that do the ultra marathons?
I know a couple. They're psychos.
Like 50 mile plus, right? They go to, what is it, 50 to 75 and 100, right?
There's a whole circuit, and they will talk about shoes for an hour and a half if you let them. And socks.
And socks.
And gels and hydration devices.
And nipple covers.
No, that's like talking about like putting gas in your car. It's too basic for them. I got stuck in a conversation in Afghanistan with 4 guys who did ultras, and it was like listening to astrophysicists talk about science in space. What the fuck are you guys even saying? Nothing you're saying is making sense. You're gibberish.
Yeah, they like their prep to get ready for these things is more science than it is physical workout. Because they're counting carbs and calories and macros, and I mean they're talking about down to the ounce of every
all of
it, and they're like the training they do the resistance mass while they're running. I mean they're doing they run at elevation so they can get ready for these things. I mean they're ridiculous.
There's a back range in Colorado where they do one too, like the Gunderson or the Guns or whatever it is, and that's like a psycho race too. I had a bunch of guys go out there. It's like, good luck, don't die, and like, somebody might. It won't be us. I'm like, what the? They're anticipating someone going down hard. Like,
well, the person that would die if I were on the race would be me. I'm just saying, I would be the guy that goes down.
There's a whole generation of these guys coming up doing this. Like, our forefathers did this. I'm like, then we invented cars and horses. That's kids.
The marathon was developed by a mail route in Italy, or from Greece to where? Athens to something.
It was after the Battle of Marathon when they beat the Persians on the beach, and they ran to Athens from Marathon.
Yeah.
It was a scout who just got done fighting a battle against the Persians, and he died.
He died at the end of the run by saying they're coming.
Won. We won.
Is that what he said? We won?
Yes. We won.
What a horrible thing to run 26 miles to tell somebody we won and then croak over. I mean, what a way to go, man. But I mean, to this day, technically speaking, he's still remembered.
No, he's not. Vic just said it was like
that is a good point. The event was still remembered, but not him specifically. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, no. Hard pass.
At least I knew the origin.
He did. Marathon mail system. The big news in our house is Percy Jackson season 2 is coming next Friday, so I must be prepared on Disney.
Okay.
I will be tested my news of my knowledge of Greek shit in my life. So this is a thing.
Greek shit. I have to. We've been watching Stranger Things, the new episodes. I think the first 3 episodes came out. If I'm not mistaken, it was 3 or 4, and then there'll be 3 more released on Christmas, and then 1 released on New Year's. So the Stranger Things is the big thing in our house.
Finish it. Drop the season.
What?
I just dropped the whole season.
You did pretty good on your lights.
Yeah, thanks. Get the whole little racing thing, and they go around the house and around the garage. And
what is in the garage that's lit up? Or is that on the door? Or is that just lights in your garage? Okay, never mind. That's just lights in your garage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, been all right.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not putting it up again. I'm good. I'll go on my own roof.
Oh, you even got the door decorated?
Yeah, got the door decorated and everything.
Hey, you're ready for the trick-or-treaters on Christmas.
Yeah. Ready for the trick-or-treaters.
Give me your garage because you just leave it open. That's what I got to ask. You leave your garage door open here, you're going to have some wild in there.
Yeah. Or the little asshole that was sitting on my lap earlier. Yeah, we get the every now and then the cats will wander into the garage. I haven't shut them in there yet, but they go in there every once in a while.
Yeah.
But, my little all my accoutrements and during the summer months when we're doing this, I have a bug zapper out here, and now I just keep this little light thing here. But all that belongs in the garage. So I just leave the garage door open.
One night I was burning stuff in my front driveway, and I was illegally burning in town. So I'm sure I was waiting for the cops too. But I look over and there's a fox sitting there looking at me too, and I'm like, dude, really? Just a fox just hanging out. We're just like burning shit in the driveway. I'm like, this is crazy.
You know what was really cool is when we were at Virginia Beach on Fort Story, there were foxes that would come up to the front gate where the sentries were, and they would feed them. They would feed these foxes. So they'd come up regularly. It was not uncommon to drive up and see 2 or 3 of them sitting there just like waiting for some food. Although they weren't supposed to feed them, but
of course.
We had a pet fox as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't tell my daughter. Please don't tell my daughter.
Grandpa clipped the vixen, and we had a kit, and we raised it like a dog until it got in the chicken coop, and then it was like, there, it's still a fox.
Imagine that.
My dad was super fly pissed about that.
It's still a fox.
It's still a fox. It's gonna do fox shit. When it cleaned out like 10 chickens in the afternoon, like came back just like dragging a chicken, like, look what I got. Like,
and he thought he was doing something good for you.
Yeah.
He is, man. You can't get on to a guy for doing what he thinks is right, you know. He's trying to feed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also I got tall enough to see on top of the refrigerator, and I looked, there's a picture up there in a frame. It's a newspaper clipping of my grandma was out hanging laundry back in like the 40s or 50s, and she pulls down a sheet and there's a bobcat sitting there just like making the noises at her, and she freaked out. And my grandpa came out with a 12 gauge and smoked this bobcat. And it made the news because we don't get a lot of bobcat here. So he's holding the bobcat like up by one of the legs, like, look what I got. And my grandma's like head's hanging. She was so pissed off about that story. But it was like,
wow.
He clipped it, framed it, hung it on the wall. Then he started losing his memory a little bit. She took it down every time. Then he'd find it, rehang it again. So I was asking, like, what's this doing up here? Oh, yeah, all life.
It was a new
kind of like our
it's
kind of like our Cracker Barrel ornament.
It has disappeared several times, by the way.
Yes.
So we went to me and my wife, we like to go to Cracker Barrel. So
You're
Vic
keeping it
doesn't
alive?
mind Cracker Barrel, but his wife is not a fan. So we went to Cracker Barrel and they had these, what was it, buy one, get one free or something,
Yeah.
right? It's like these ornaments, little Cracker Barrel ornaments, right? So I'm like, oh, shoot, I'll get one for the wife and then I'll give you one and you can give it to your wife, right? So I bought the crack thing and gave it to him and he gave it to his wife and she was like, thanks. You know, she was all kind of like upset about it, right? So anyways, that's been on their tree almost every year. There was one or two that it disappeared and didn't make the tree, right? Something like that.
Yeah. She like when we got out into the car, you gave yours to Carly and she's like, oh, I love it. And I gave mine to my wife and she's like, oh yeah, it's nice, you know. And I'm like, what? I got it for you. And she's like, oh yeah, I mean, I started laying the guilt trip on her about like, I got this for you. And like you're like all dismissing it. And she's like, and then Carlene was like, weren't these buy one, get one free? And I'm like, no, you weren't supposed to say anything. She's like, what? You got this for free. And then she got, you know, so that was the joke about it, you know. And then because I was making her feel guilty that I got her a free one, right? And then like you know, like 3 weeks after the tree went up, you know, it went missing, kind of thing, you know. And then like, you know, or I'd be hanging ornaments, and they're like, all right, okay, all the boxes can go back out in the garage, you know, until we're ready to take everything down. I'm like, wait, well, there's a couple here left in the. Oh, you didn't want to hang this one? I'll hang it, you know. So we did that, and then one year it just disappeared, and I'm like, where'd it go? And like I searched for that thing for 2 years until I had to go on to eBay and buy another one on eBay because they don't make them anymore. So I bought one off of eBay, and then, like I didn't tell my wife about it, and then I'm like, look, I found it. It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle.
So that goddamn thing, where the fuck did it come from?
She's like, I know I threw that away a long time ago.
Yeah.
God bless us, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's we hung it on the tree. I took a picture and sent it to Andrew.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Christmas miracles, we made it through this one. Thank you guys, much appreciated. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Do you guys got words of wisdom for us, or do we just want to close her out?
Oh, I can pull something out of my hat here.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to pull it out of somewhere else, but words of wisdom. All right. Who wants to go first?
Right.
If it costs you your piece, it's too expensive.
Ooh, dang. All right. That was good. Jess, what do you got?
Thanksgiving, be thankful and stop shopping on Black Friday, especially knife fights at Walmart. That's just dumb.
Yeah. Wait till Monday.
Cyber Monday. So you can fight online with nobody.
That's right. Less blood on Cyber Monday.
So the origin of my quote was when we're getting ready for Thanksgiving and all this kind of stuff, because we host and, you know, we deep fry the turkey, and my wife she shops for like 3 weeks straight, you know, to pick up because we do a huge like charcuterie spread for, you know, like the football games that day and all this kind of stuff. So it's a lot of money, it's a lot of effort, and then she, like, on top of that, the house has to be immaculate for the guests and all this kind of stuff. So she puts herself into this frenzy of like, we're not ready, that's not perfect yet, oh my gosh, you know. And I'm like, this is supposed to be a vacation. I refuse to have a vacation where I am more stressed than before I started the vacation, you know. That's like an anathema. It goes against every part of my soul. So I'm like, yeah, I love you, sweetheart, but I'm not gonna get wrapped up in your frenzy here. And she gets so mad because I don't adopt her anxiety. You know, I'm like, that's a you thing. I refuse to. And she's like, we're just not on the same page here. And I'm like, I love you, sweetheart, but we're not. We're not. You come up with these self-induced, you know, standards and deadlines, and then you start freaking out because you're not meeting your self-imposed deadlines, and then you get mad at me because I'm not freaking out too. I love you, sweetheart, but it's sorry, it's vacation for me, and whatever we don't get done just doesn't get done. Sorry.
Which
Cost
probably
peace,
just
it's
makes
too
her more
expensive.
mad.
Yeah, it didn't really go over well for me. Yeah, it's but that's another story, different time.
Love it. All right, fellas. Thanks for coming on here and doing this, man. I always have fun when I do this. You guys make it easy for me. If not, it'd just be me sitting here telling stories to myself, and I don't know if they would be good or not. So I appreciate you coming on and doing this.
Love you, brother.
All right. To all the listeners out there, if you're struggling, need help, anything like that, don't forget the VA does have some great resources. You can always dial 988, press option 1. You can always text 838-255 or go to veteranscrisisline.net and click on that chat icon. Any of those options will put you in contact with somebody that can help you out. But remember, one veteran life lost is one too many. I care about you. I know these guys here care about you. The whole veteran community cares about you. So please reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling, reach out to the buddies you serve with. Ask them how they're doing. If they need that helping hand, please give it to them. All right, one last time, guys. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. To everybody out there, stay motivated. Change your socks.
No more 22. On to the journey and finish the fight.